Hey guys, what's up? How you guys doing? I hope everybody is doing well out there. We're gonna go ahead and do the pop-up energy check and see what's going on for the next couple days. This is gonna be for June 1st to June 5th. We're back on track with me and my little how I like to do it. Okay, 5, 10, 15, 20. That's just how I like to do it, guys. Okay? I don't like it when I have to go from like May 27th to June 5th. Like, I don't like that. Okay? Y'all are like, she got issues. I do. Anyways, let's go ahead and move forward. Thank you for everybody who does like, comment, and share, and subscribe despite of my issues. Thank you so much. I love you guys. Y'all already know it. Okay? Heart. Oh, wait. Heart. Okay? All right, guys. So if you want to reach out for any reason at all, it is all in the description box. And hey, if you want to go ahead and, distract yourself from everything that's going on, why don't you go get an astrology chart from trulydivine.com, okay? You can get 30% off of my code. Yes, this is a shameless plug. No, I am not trying to hide it, okay? But seriously though, okay? Might be a good time to go and see what your chart's looking like, all right, for the next couple of years. Okay, guys. I love you guys. I don't know why you put up with me. Anyways, let's go ahead and see what we got going on for June 1st to June 5th, okay? June 1st to June 5th for the collective, please, for this pop-up energy check. What do we got going on? Oh, the devil. Honestly, I expected some not so great cards to come out. So I'm not even gonna like front or worry, because honestly I was like, yeah, we're gonna get some not great cards coming out. I already know that, okay? I mean, I didn't expect cards that were like, yeah, everything's wonderful. Like, it's not though, okay? It's like not. On so many fucking levels, it's not wonderful. So it's like, yeah, devil energy sounds about right. Already resonates. So, sorry, I'm done. Y'all already know these late night readings with other factors, and this is gonna be probably a silly one. Okay, so devil energy. Feeling very much chained to things. Are we? Not really being able to escape. You know? I mean, it's like on so many levels in the world. Doesn't matter where you're at in the world, right? We're all getting affected by something right now, guys. I mean, yeah, everybody's probably like with the popcorn right now at America, but like we're all getting affected in some level by this, that, what have you. Okay? Everybody's going through something right now collectively. And I kind of get this energy of people feeling very chained to everything that's happening, feeling like they can't escape the toxicity, that things have things are boiling over and becoming maybe more toxic than they need to be, or just as toxic as they need to be, or maybe with this devil energy, people are just seeing things now for what they really are. You know what I mean? Like, people are just seeing the toxicness and evilness that is in this world and that does happen. So it's like, it's almost like, you know what it feels like, guys? It almost feels like being like very aware, right, of the fact that there's devil energy in our world. Being very aware of the fact that, yeah, there's not good things that happen. And we're going to see lots of not good things that happen. We're going to see those things because everybody's got a camera. And that's the bittersweet. Bear with me here. That's the bittersweet part of everything that's happening in the world right now. You get to see it, so you get to address it and hopefully fix it, right? But you get to see it, which can be traumatizing. It can be hurtful. It can shatter illusions that you have built up. It can shake and break everything that you ever knew. And that's that energy with that devil card, because it's like, you're feeling attached to the world and the toxicities, not being able to escape it, but you're wanting to fix it. But at the same time, you're needing to go through that because you need to see the toxicities in the world in order to fix it, okay? So I am getting that kind of energy. Y'all be careful of these fucking sex traffickers and shit, because just because things are happening doesn't mean that, like, that's prime opportunity. especially, and I hate to say this, guys, but especially at these protests and stuff and things that are happening. Like, first of all, I'm not trying to make this about all that, but let's be real here. This is the real world, right? So we're going to have to discuss it, okay? And I guess I'm just not the type of reader and person that's going to just be able to turn my cheek. Honestly, guys, I feel like nobody expects me to be like this, but I feel like I expect myself to be like this, where I expect to be that person that can make you laugh and that can, get you cheered up and that can motivate you and make you do this and help you do that. And it's like, but at the same time, I've never been the type of person to turn my cheek or to be the type of person that turns my back on injustice or doesn't talk about the things that clearly need to be talked about. Like, I've always been that way. That's why the people who are really following me right now and are seeing, my reactions and how passionate I am about the situations happening in the world and how I speak out so openly about it, because that's how I've always been. I have always been that person that stands up for the little guy. I have fought people for complete strangers. Yes, I am that person. I am that person that if I was in that situation, there would have been 2 people that possibly were deceased that day, because I would never be able to stand by and watch that happen in front of me. I would have tackled the fuck out of that cop. I don't give a shit if you're going to pepper spray me. If you're going to shoot me, you're going to have to shoot me then, right? That's just how I am. Not everybody is like that, okay? But I've always been that person. So you guys are really seeing that side of me now, but it's almost like I have to allow myself to say the things that are uncomfortable and to feel uncomfortable in front of you guys sometimes. Because this is the world we live in and we can't escape it, right? Devil energy, okay? So, this is all becoming abundantly clear over the first couple of days of June, that things are kind of rough and it sucks and it feels toxic, it feels negative, it feels like we're never going to escape this, it feels like everybody has a solution, right? Everybody has the perfect solution for how to fix the world and all of the world's problems, but yet nothing ever seems to work, right? That's kind of the energy. June 1st to June 5th, please, Spirit. What do we have? What do we have? 10 of Pentacles. Yeah, there's a lot of focus on your money right now. There's going to be a lot of focus on, I see people taking money out of their bank accounts, and, doing whatever with it, right? That ain't y'all's business, what other people do with their money. But I do see people taking their money out of bank accounts and things like that, okay? I'm also getting the energy with this 10 of Pentacles and the Devil, like, really being, like, at odds, some of you guys, with people that you've known for a long time. Some of you guys are going to be feeling like you're at odds with family or you're at odds with friends. Some of you guys, like I said, there's a lot of illusions that are being shattered and there's a lot of masks that are coming off. So some of you guys are really seeing the devils in your own community, and it really sucks. Like, it's like seeing people, places, things for what they actually are, and in the negative, right? Because it's not all negative, but it kind of feels negative. You know what I mean? I see also, too, wanting to escape this energy by a lot of you guys spending time with your family, all right? A lot of you guys are trying to strengthen connections that you have with the people around you. Some of you guys are, it's like it's different for everybody, and I don't know how many people that are ever going to see this video. So it's like they give me so many different scenarios. But like for some of you guys, it feels like this is strengthening connections, and then for some of you guys, it feels like it's weakening or tearing apart connections. And it could be like a mixture of both, And some people are trying to avoid talking to family members or people or anybody about the situations that are happening right now in the world because they just don't want to cause problems, which to each their own, to each their own. What do we have? June 1st to June 5th, please. June 1st to June 5th. Thank you. The star energy. Oh my God. I love this. I love this. Because this is a sense of being able to overcome things. It's like, okay, we are seeing things for what they truly are, right? We are seeing the toxicities that are going on around us, the injustice that happens in the world, or possibly us needing, the environmental issues, right? Our planet just getting sicker just in every way, right? So we're seeing everything collectively, right? It's not just one situation. It's not just about the things that are happening here in the States. Because I'm aware of the rest of the world and all its problems too, right? So it's like we're seeing everything collectively, but we're really deciding that community is best. Okay, so throughout the first couple days of June, we are going to start to see that we need to kind of shift our thinking. I feel like initially, like there's a lot of reaction and knee-jerk reaction and things like that that happen because, of course, we're human. We all have emotion. We all feel things. You should never apologize for how you feel. You should never apologize for how you feel. And you should never apologize for getting angry and getting sad at unjust things. Because that's what makes you human. Okay? Heather. All right? So the star energy, there is going to be a shift though. It's like we will start to see that we need to heal, right? The star is a lot of healing energy here. The star is astrological events too to me. I'm not sure what's happening. I don't know what's happening, right? Because I really haven't been looking. I have not been paying attention. I just know that like a fuckload of planets are in retrograde right now, and it's Gemini season, so it's already like, you know, the season of, you know. Anyways, sorry, Gemini. So, I feel like there's like a shift, all right? There's definitely going to be a turning point here, and I feel like we're going to see some hope at the end of the tunnel here. I feel like people are going to kind of know that we have to take responsibility for our own actions. We have to, you know, we have to take care of this. We have to do something about this. We have to heal ourselves and heal our situations, okay? Some of you guys could definitely been feeling very sick, and you are going to start feeling better for whoever that is, because I am getting that energy, guys. One more, please, for January 1st to January. Why did I say January? June 1st to June 5th, please. One more, June 1st to June 5th for the collective. June 1st. Thank you. Yes. See, this makes sense. Rebuilding things. There's going to be a lot of rebuilding starting already. There's going to be a sense of community too. I see that. It's like, you know, I don't know how I feel about sometimes about things and how they happen. You know, and even as I say that, my guys be like, well, it don't really matter how you feel, right? I know. Okay, I'm aware. But it's like I still don't understand sometimes why things happen, but my guides want to insist and remind everybody, for those that see no reason, for those that see no purpose, for those that don't get it or don't understand why, there is a reason for everything that happens in the world, good or bad. Okay? And out of all bad, there can be good that comes of that. They want you to know that. They want you to really understand that and remember that and believe that out of the bad can come the good. And you should never give up hope. Okay? You should never give up hope, no matter how bad it gets, no matter what you see. Okay? You should never give up hope. You can depend on the people around you. That's why I said, for some of you, the relationships or connections or things that are ending in your life based off of chain events in the world, whatever it is, or what's happening, these things needed to be removed from your life or needed to be revealed. No matter how painful it is, no matter who or what it is, it doesn't matter. You needed to see things for what they truly are. You needed to see people for who they truly are, okay? And I know this is so touchy, and it's like, it's really hard, and it's so hard for me to deliver messages right now, and it's uncomfortable for me. Although I have had it confirmed in a reading recently, like very recently actually, that I am meant to start delving more into the uncomfortable, and I'm meant to be doing this at this time to give uncomfortable messages, because that's part of my own individual soul's journey. Okay? So it's uncomfortable, and I'm sure you guys can feel like and tell, like, it's uncomfortable for me to talk about these things. I am so the class clown and the person that likes to make everybody just die laughing and, like, you know what I mean? But these things had to happen in some way, shape, or form. everything has happened on such a global level, whether it becomes to the coronies, right? Or the situation that happened with, Mr. George Floyd, and then all of the lives that have been lost, white, black, whatever, with everything that's happened in the world collectively within the last couple years. They're saying they're talking about, it's like not just like, they're wanting you to realize that these events that are happening right now, they have been, it's like it's been leading, it's been stacking. Building blocks is the card they're showing me from whatever deck that is. It's, the Wisdom of the Oracle deck. They're showing me that card, building blocks. So things have been stacking up. The things that are happening were inevitable. Anybody who reads a history book, anybody in any country, anybody who reads a history book in any country knows that there's bad things that happen in the world. That's part of history. That's part of life. You're never going to live in a world of utopia, because that's not what we're here to experience. Utopia and peace and the 5D and everlasting love and perfect peaceful happiness all the time. That's on the 5D. That's what you just left. You didn't come here to experience that. You came here to experience life on earth, right? The pioneer, the forefront of creation. This where you can create whatever you want. You can create savagery. You can create horrors, right? And I don't mean horrors that you buy. I mean horrors that you see with your own eyes, like terrible things, guys. Okay. You can create all kinds of things here. You can create beautiful things. But the point is that you're here to experience, and you're not here to experience just nothing but perfect love. So the people who want to have nothing but a passive, perfect life where everybody treats everybody completely equal and loving, and like there's never any bad things that happen and nobody ever hurts anybody's feelings, and it's like, I know those people are really triggered because they're having their illusions shattered right now, but that's never going to happen. Now, this does not mean that you will never be happy, or that we could never find a sense of world peace, a kind of world peace, but people are always going to be different, and there's nothing wrong with being different. We have to learn as a society to understand that we are different, and it's okay, and we accept the differences. This whole we are one, needing to be one, we all need to be the same. We're not the same, and it's okay to not be the same. I believe I said this in the daily message for the 2nd. So, illusion shattered here. This is Earth, as I like to say. Tia, this is Earth. Okay? It sucks sometimes. It's not always great. It's not always pretty. But we have the responsibility, and we have the opportunity, and we have the ability to rebuild and to keep having hope. Again, we strive for the love and for the hope and for everything to be perfect all the time and sunshiny and happy, right? We strive for that, but we live in the reality that that's not going to be possible. There's always going to be racism. There's always going to be oppression. There's always going to be hate. There's always going to be sex traffickers, which I believe was something I was trying to say at one point, and I got off track. Watch your kids at these protests, because I feel like these sex traffickers be wanting to snatch kids while the parents are all wrapped up in whatever the hell they're doing, okay? So you shouldn't even be taking your kids to protest, but if you are taking your kids to protest, watch them, because there's people that still want to snatch your babies, okay? That's just because it came back, so obviously I needed to say it, because you know how I be going off sometimes, and it's just like, it's an air sign thing. But anyways, so yeah, we can rebuild. We can rebuild our future. We are not at a stable foundation, right? 3 of Pentacles is not a stable foundation. And again, illusions being shattered where we thought we had stable foundations and things like that. And this can be in an individual personal level, or it can be on a global level. Because I know some of you guys definitely for sure are starting to have self-realizations about yourself. You're starting to notice things about yourself. The things that are happening in the world that you're watching are teaching you things about yourself over the next couple days, right? And they have been. Because I know I went through some growth. I know I've learned some things. I know I've had to face some truth, especially with me and, my history and who I am and how I was created and why I'm here and what's going on. I've had to face a lot of stuff. That's probably why I've looked so wounded, and you guys probably been like, damn, she's really taking this hard. I am, because it's personal to me on a lot of levels. Race has always been personal to me. Race has always been something that I have always had to deal with because of who I am, because of why I'm here, because of how I came to be on this planet. So it's always been something for me. So it just makes so much perfect sense that I would be here right now. So it's almost like you guys are feeling that within yourself. There's major lessons that you're learning about yourself. There's things that you're learning about yourself, and you're starting to know about yourself. Okay? So that's what we got going on, okay? We have this realization that no, life is not perfect. Life is not some little thing that we come here and we live and we never scrape our knee and we never get our nose busted in and everything's always great and everybody always respects each other. Everybody always loves you. That's not reality. That's not reality, and it's never going to be reality. If you want to live in that kind of world, you need to go back to the 5D. I'm just saying, because that's where that's at. That's not here on the 3D. Okay, and that's just the reality of it. You're seeing that. But again, doesn't mean we can't be happy. Doesn't mean we can't move forward. Doesn't mean we can't have hope and rebuild and start to learn to accept each other. Start to learn how we can begin to get to some type of utopia, to get to some type of new community and human race where we do understand each other a little bit more. And even if we can never understand each other completely, right? Even if there will always be differences and there will always be these evil demons that are in this world that just want to hurt people. There will always, of any color, of any race, of any sexuality and gender, right? It doesn't matter. There will always be evil demon people here that want to hurt. Okay? So learning that not everybody, right? We're learning not to group everybody, it feels like. But just understand things and see things for what they are. And how can we move forward from here? How can I, with the differences in me, learn to live next to you peacefully with the differences in you? Okay? So let's see what we have for the Soul's Journey cards, which I really do like these cards, guys. Well, I use them a lot, all right? Love. Because, like, how can we, right? Love. Okay? So love will conquer all, of course. And love does not mean, again, that you don't get angry. Love does not mean you don't get sad. Love does not mean you don't get up and fight for what's right. Okay? That is not what love means. All right? But love is the acceptance of people around you, of trying to see things that are worth loving in other people. I commit to the practice of seeing the good in all things, not just the things that I want to see. Because I want to look out the window and I want to see people constantly getting along. That's not love, right? Love is loving the worst in people, right? Love is watching people do things that you don't understand, okay? But accepting them anyways. So that's what that is, okay? Trying to see the good in all things. That's what we're going to be doing over the next couple of days. Pretty much. Because it's really hard right now. Because there's a lot of the devil energy. I'm like not shocked at all that he came out. Because it's like, it really is. There is a lot of devil energy that we're seeing right now. There's a lot of horrifying things. Especially if you're, you're looking at the news. You're on social media. Or shit, you're out on the street seeing it. Okay? Or being a part of it. You know, the people that we watch, for those of us, right, that are not watching these things, these horrible things going on, that haven't been touched by the coronies or haven't been touched by these protests, right, because there's still people that haven't, okay? We are watching it, right, but those people that we're watching, they're actually living it. They see it. So we have to honor that in each other. We have to honor the fact that just because if we're not personally affected by something, it doesn't mean that it's not affecting somebody else. June 1st to June 5th, yeah. change. I understand that nothing can grow or evolve without movement or without a movement, my guide said. Okay? There has to be change. There has to be some kind of shift. If things were the way that they were supposed to be, we would be in the 5D, right? So we're always in the 3D striving to get to that 5D, whether we realize it or not. Whether we understand why we want everybody to just get along or not, is because internally we are love. Internally, we are all 100% pure love, okay, inside. That's where we come from. So we strive for that. But here in the 3D, there is so much negativity and so much hate and so much sadness in this. So you have to have the change to create what you want. Y'all, I don't want to go there because I have had it. I went there with other people already over this. But the people that want things to be peaceful and passive and nothing ever happened and it's okay and we can all just, like, if you just quietly march down the street and then everything will change. If being good and quiet and patient and polite was going to bring change, there wouldn't be change needed. This wouldn't be happening. So you can't, that's insanity, doing the same thing over and over and over and expecting different results. It's not going to bring any different results. You see what I'm saying? So change is needed, and through change, you have to have movement. Nothing can grow or evolve without movement. If things stay the same forever, you will never have change. Okay, so we're seeing this. We're starting, for those of us that weren't aware of it, because even me, to my own self, I know I sound very confident, but that's because I believe that 100% anyways. This message I completely agree with, right? But even before, a lot of the things that have been happening, like even with the coronies and stuff, because I never experienced anything like that before. It really it was like shattered like some illusions, right? It brought some tower moments. So it's like, even me sitting here looking at this, it's like, yeah, there are things that I didn't realize that there had to be a pivotal moment. There had to be a tower for things to actually change. And me and my naivety or whatever, okay, thinking that things would change peacefully or thinking that one day people would grow and understand and gain all the empathy that I have inside of me to see that people deserve to live in peace, or that, you know, obviously you got to take care of sick people, or, you know, like simple fucking things, right? That you know when you're a decent human being. Like, I was still naive, thinking that it could change somehow. How is it ever going to change if nothing moves? Like, you know, so we're seeing that. And we see that, yes, bad things had to happen and we saw it, but now we have the hope. We know that we can move forward. We know that we can have a sense of community within each other, because on some collective level, there is a change. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. On some collective level, everybody is definitely aware of the fact that there needs to be change. That cannot be disputed. Okay? So it's like, again, my guides wanting to say, you know, everything happens for a reason, good or bad. And you can find the good in the bad, and you can get good from the bad, okay? That's what they want you to be, that's what they want you to know, that's what they want you to be aware of and to remember, because you do know that already deep down inside somewhere, okay? They just want you to tap into that and understand. One more, so I can let these good people go and stop ranting at them like a maniac. Discipline. I can accomplish what I set my mind to. Okay? So for those of you that are listening to my message, right? Purpose. For those of you that are listening to my message right now and you're like, I mean, I believe it, I know, but I just don't understand how. You know that you can achieve it. That's how. You set your mind to being the change that you want to see. Okay? To getting out there and making things better on whatever way that you can. I believe I touched on this with my daily message for the second. Some people, if it's only so much as getting on your social media and posting positive things, or, contributing in your own unique way, because everybody is, I believe most people, unless you have a psychological issue, right? Like a sociopath, psychopath, things like that. Most people to me are healers. Yeah, most people have the ability to heal. Maybe not everybody gets up here like me and some of us other people and puts it all out there and speaks and does this. And maybe not everybody makes it such a huge impact, right? For those that are bigger than me. But everybody in their own way is here to heal something, to create something, to help raise the vibration in some way. So even if your contribution is as small as getting on social media every day and making people smile, making your little group that you have smile and laugh, that is worth its weight in fucking gold. And I don't care what anybody says, okay? Discipline yourself to knowing that things can get better. Discipline yourself to dedicating yourself to making things better. Purpose. I know what I'm here to do. It's time, okay, for everybody to step into purpose. It's not time to avoid it or try to cover it up with fairy tales of a wonderful land where everybody gets along, right? That's not it. And it's never going to be it. Everybody can get along to a certain extent, but there's always going to be conflict. There's always going to be some war that's going on. There's always going to be chaos. There's always going to be murders, and there's always going to be rapes and pillage. It's always going to be here, guys. But learning to work through it, learning to have faith in regardless, learning to be the change that you want to see regardless. That's true discipline. Because it's easy to give up when things get rough, right? It's easy. It's hard to keep carrying on and keep continuing on. So get on purpose. I really do feel like everything that's kind of happened collectively for a lot of people before some of the most current events, right? With all these Black Lives Lost. Yeah, because I'm gonna fucking say it. And even with Mr. George Floyd, even before that, with the Coronies, okay? It's like a lot of people got activated into their purpose, right? Because you lost your job and you had to start this and focus maybe more on your side hustle. Or, shoot, you found out that you're actually in the perfect job, and now this is not just a job, it's actually a fucking calling. Like, you know what I mean? Like, people are being activated onto your purpose right now. So don't try to avoid it because it's uncomfortable. I'm speaking to my fucking self. Don't try to avoid it just because it's uncomfortable. It's your purpose. It's what you're here to do, and only you can do it. Some people might be able to do it like you, but they can never do it like you. You see what I'm saying? It's your purpose, no matter what it is. Like, there's a million fucking tarot readers on YouTube, guys. Like, there's a million tarot readers on YouTube. But the ones that are watching me right here, right now, you guys are connecting to me for a reason. Like, your energy is with my energy for a reason, and that's okay. I'm not worried about having everybody in the world watch me. I want the people to watch me that are meant to watch me, the ones that I can help. Right? Because if I'm reading for everybody in the world, right? If I have fucking 600 and something subscribers, you're not helping everybody that you're connecting with. And that's not the point for me. I want to help people. It's all I've ever wanted to do while I was here. It's just help. So understand your purpose. Accept your purpose. No matter how uncomfortable it is, right? Or how scary it seems. And get to making the change that you want to see. Get to rebuilding, get to having hope, get to acknowledging the devil energy that will always be in this world. But knowing that you can overcome it, and knowing that no matter how many times life smacks you down, it doesn't matter. The human race is meant to get back the fuck up. And I don't care what anybody says. There is nothing more resilient than a motherfucking human. If you look at our history and the atrocities and the things that have happened, right? The horrible, horrible, horrible things that have happened in our human history. We thrive. We survive. We don't fucking get down and stay down. That's not what it is. That's not what it is. And you have to see the beauty in the tragedy. You have to see that. You have to look back at your history and you have to go, fuck, we fucking survived it though. Right? I love you guys. And I hope that this message wasn't too intense, but it don't matter. Like, these are the things that need to be said. These are the things that need to be, these are the things that people need to hear at this time, guys. Okay, not about their next soulmate, right? And when that person's coming in, not that I have anything against people that want to know about love right now, because I get it, but there are real things happening to real people, and a lot of my subscribers are real people, and I know that you guys are definitely being affected by it. So these are the messages for you guys. Yes, there's tragedy, but yes, there's also hope and healing at the end of the tunnel if you create it, right? If you believe in the change. I love you guys so much. Thank you again for everybody who likes, comments, shares, subscribes to me, supports me. You guys are amazing, and you guys have changed my life. Okay? You guys have changed my life. You guys, I'm not so open. I've been very more vocal with this kind of stuff than you guys have ever seen me be. But that's because this has always been a passionate thing for me. But you guys really have changed my life in so many ways. So I love you, I appreciate you, and I could never, ever, ever replace you. All right? Thank you so much, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.